What is going on, everyone? In this video, I'm going to be going over my filmmaking essentials, pretty much the gear that I've come to rely on when it comes to making videos like this. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So if you are new here, my name is Jacob Scott and I make photography and filmmaking videos like this one every single week. So if that is something of interest to you, be sure to go down below and hit the subscribe button. Also, I'm running a giveaway up until I hit 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So if you want to get entered into that, hit the subscribe button and hit the first link in the description to get entered into that giveaway. Going to be giving away a $100 Adorama gift card. So with that all out of the way, the first piece of gear is the Rode Videomicro. I pretty much record all my audio that you hear with this. For example, what you're hearing right now, or I may just record voiceovers with it. Or I may even plug it into the Zoom H1 and go out and record sound effects with it. Sometimes when I can't find the exact sound that I want, I will just go out and, do my own sound design and record my own sound effects. But something that's really nice about this mic is it's a Rode Videomicro. So it is a very, very small mic, and it doesn't need to be powered by, a battery or anything. You can just plug this straight into your camera and get pretty clean audio, and it's definitely going to be miles ahead of any in-camera audio. So if you do not have a mic yet, highly suggest checking this one out, and it comes in right around 50 bucks, so it is really affordable. Links in the description. Those are affiliate links, so if you do use those, really do appreciate it. But that is the first piece of gear. Let's move on to the next piece of gear. Now, if you've been around the channel for a while, you'll probably have seen this one coming. It is the Godox Sl 60W, and my review on this video is actually my most popular video up into this point. But pretty much in that video, I go over and consider this a pretty good aperture 120D alternative. Seeing those lights are fairly expensive or cheap for what they realistically are, but this is even a lot cheaper. This is a 60-watt light with a Bowens mount right on the front, so you can easily throw a big old softbox on it like I'm using right now, or you can go ahead and throw snoots or something like that onto this light. But right now I have, like I said, a big softbox on it, and as you can see, it makes a nice soft light on the side of my face, and it's just a huge light source. Now, with the way I have this set up right now, with the light stand, with the softbox, and the actual light itself, it comes in for like right around 250 bucks or so, maybe even a little bit cheaper than that. So that's super killer deal for what you're actually getting, and this has honestly been one of the best investments I've made so far up until this point. And no matter if it's filming shots like this or filming B-roll of products and stuff, I'm pretty much most likely going to be using this light here. So be sure to check it out if you do not have a pretty good light already, because this one is definitely a great buy for the money. Now, the third piece of gear is a 50mm lens. Now, I don't really care what brand it is from. Mine in particular is from Sony because I'm shooting on a Sony a7 III, but whether you're shooting on a Canon, a Nikon, whatever, I highly suggest you pick up a 50mm lens, especially if you are on a tight budget, because pretty much no matter what brand it comes from, they're all going to be under like 300 bucks, no matter what, as far as I know, maybe unless you shoot on like Leica or something like that. But if you're shooting on a Leica, I'm sure you're probably not watching this video. If you do shoot on a Leica, let me know. But that being said, this lens in particular, which is a Sony, which tends to be more expensive compared to all the other ones, was only like 200 bucks. So overall, it is a super cheap lens, but the quality that you get out of it really isn't that cheap. It looks pretty good. As you can see, I'm shooting on it now, and you get a super fast aperture at that price point, which is 1.8. So on this full frame lens, as you can see, I'm getting really nice background blur. Not to mention the compression on this lens. The compression on any 50mm lens just looks really good because it's really close to what your eyes actually see. So I also love using this lens as a B-roll lens. So if you do not have a 50mm lens yet, I highly suggest you check one out for your camera. But next piece of gear. Now, the final piece of gear, and probably the absolute most boring piece of gear, is a tripod. The particular one that I'm using is from 3Pod, but I just highly suggest that you get a video tripod with a video head or a fluid head, whatever you want to call it, because I've pretty much learned to use my tripod as a substitute for a gimbal, as a substitute for a dolly, as a substitute for a slider. I often will, in this room I have hard floors, so I'll often just put like socks or a rag or something under the legs of the tripod, and I can easily slide my tripod around to get pretty smooth shots of products or anything like that. Also, I did a video on tripod hacks, so if you want to check out that video to see some of the things that I just mentioned, it will be in the description, so be sure to check that out. But that is pretty much it for this video. If you want to check out any of the things that I did mention in this video, check the description. All links are affiliate links, so if you do use them, very much appreciated. But that is pretty much it for this one. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Also, if you want to get entered into that giveaway, as mentioned before, it is the first link in the description. But that's pretty much it for this one. I'll see you later.